Hi you guys, I am here to do my October FauxBonichi flip, and I will forewarn you, welcome to November in Montana. You're probably going to hear the auger from the pellet stove running. My lights have to be on because it's supposed to rain or snow all week, and I'm just going to forewarn you that for the next couple of months you're under fake lights. I got my October FauxBonichi done, and I wanted to do a share on that and just kind of do a quick flip through and show you how it went for me. I had said that I had moved up to the extra large Moleskine dotted journal. This was the original one that I was using, and this one is 5.5 by 8.25. The new one that I'm using is 7.25 by 10. I believe is the measurements on it. I'll leave a link down below for it if you want. When I first started this book, I thought, oh my goodness, I don't think I'm going to be able to fill these pages. And there are a few days where some large elements made it on the page because I was just like, nothing happened today. What am I going to put on these pages? The other reason that I wanted to move up to this size of a journal is because I'm trying to combine my smoosh journal with my FauxBonichi, because my FauxBonichi is my everyday memories. So I thought this would be a good way to keep up with my photos too, because I want to keep up doing my photo a day, but it just wasn't working out in the journal that I was doing. This way I get to have a photo and journaling about what the photo was about and what happened in my day all in one spot. And I'm really enjoying it so far anyways. So let's get into it. I have to show I stuck it in paint. Good thing I'm trying not to be a perfectionist. Yeah, it's making me itch. It's bugging me. But whatever, let it go. Okay, so this is a Dollar Tree sticker that I got from the Dollar Tree, because that's what I said. And I just used it as my title for the book, October through December 2015. I just thought it was gorgeous. Those stickers were so pretty, and they were $1. Love the Dollar Tree. I wanted to use up some of these stickers that I had around the house that I got from either Michael's or Hobby Lobby in a calendar set or whatever. So this is my intro page to October. It's just a bunch of stickers, but hey, I used a whole page of them, so that's called using it up, right? And then we move into actual pages. And so they're all set up a little bit different. The only thing that I did the exact same through the entire month of October is I put a quote across the top of each page, and I put the date down at the bottom. And I'm also trying to use up this Tim Holtz, what do they call it? Big chat letter words. And so I wanted to use up as many of those as I could, so every day has one of those words on it. They don't necessarily mean anything, just that was the word I picked up that day. So Thursday, October 1st, we had a blue jay in the yard, and we normally, we have had the most unique birds this year that I have hardly ever seen around our area. So it was really cool. It's an absolute terrible picture, but I caught it. Of course, there's going to be my prompts that I use, the FauxBonichi Journalers group uses. There's questions, there's thunks, there's 5 on Fridays, there's hand lettering, there's tangling, and all kinds of things. You guys have heard me repeatedly talk about this, and so I won't this time. Aren't you proud? Yeah. October 2nd, I was trying to clean up some stuff, and of course Benny, if I put it out, he has to lay on it. He's my helper, and I say that sarcastically. No, he's not much help. I do skip pages between my books. As you could tell, I probably wouldn't have to. There is shadowing, but there is no bleeding. But I just like to skip the pages. I just don't like to work on them back to back. It frustrates me to see stuff through it. So I just skip pages, which means I get about 3 months in a Moleskine. If you didn't skip pages, you could get probably 6 months in a Moleskine. But I skip pages, so I usually get 3 months into them. The hedge was changing and our roses were blooming, so I have some pictures of the leaves and the hedge from this year. We're losing about 1/3 of our hedge to the state this year, this coming spring, so I was trying to get as many pictures out there as I could. Of course, Benny sitting on my planner, never ending. This is a creeping vine we have in the back. Got to start the pellet stove for the first time this season on Monday the 5th. And I love when the pellet stove's running. I'm one of those weird people that likes the cold. I'm not a huge fan of the snow, but I do like the cold. And nothing's better than starting the stove up for the season. As you can tell, there are some pages that I just couldn't fill. But I'm okay with that. Somebody said embrace the white space, and so I'm going to do that. These were different kinds of prompts, or Tangle Tuesday. I believe these were a couple of challenges that the group was loosely following. Some silly pictures of the cats. You're going to see a lot of that. My life is not that exciting, so you're going to see a lot of repeat topic photos. But here's a shot of the hedge that they're taking out next year. Yeah, it'll all be gone. And the drawing prompt, this must be a Wednesday, was an umbrella, and this is what I came up with to do the umbrella, and that was fun. Then on Thursdays we have the list it prompt, and we have the Thursday thunk. That was fun. I don't remember this. I don't do original work. Anybody has ever watched a video of mine or talked to me on Facebook knows that I don't create things out of my brain. I can copy almost anything onto my page, but I don't create things. And I saw this on Pinterest. I think it was a digi stamp that somebody had used on a card. And I don't remember where. If you follow me on Facebook, I give credit for everything. So if you want to know where I got something, you just need to go over there. So I colored him. This was my purple page for that day. And places you want to visit was the list it prompt. And I want to go to Scotland, Japan, England, Thailand, Ireland, Australia, and China. Yeah. And if I had somebody else's budget, I want to go everywhere. But Josh was headed for a bike ride, and I had done some shopping, and of course Benny once again is laying on my desk, so that's the photos for that day. I had this little snapdragon that just, it grew in a weird spot. It was not in a flower garden or anything. It was just this one lowly snapdragon, and it bloomed and bloomed all summer. It bloomed all through October, and it just, until we got a really bad windstorm and it wiped it out. But it just bloomed and bloomed. And then my peace rose took off and bloomed. If you follow me in September, the deer that we have come through ate all the buds off. They must be enjoying the pumpkins down the road at the farmer's place, because they actually left my roses alone this time. So, and this was a 5 on Friday, and we had to use paper and stuff. Allison's prompts are so cool. It's like a scavenger hunt in your craft room. And yeah, so there's that. And again, I skip pages, but I probably wouldn't have to. I just don't like the shadowing. Weekend, we barbecued on the weekend, and Joshua got his first pumpkin frappe thingy from City Brew. That's his favorite. It's the one that every year we wait for, and so I took a picture of him getting that. And the wind, we had 70-mile-an-hour winds over the weekend of around the 12th, and part of our back fence didn't make it. We had to cut some wiring out that was out in the yard, because again, the state's coming in to redo our property for the street out front, so we had to remove some wiring. And I got flowers. They were so pretty. Yeah, so that's that. And then here's another shot of the hedge. It was the last mowing of the year, so that's his job, and he gets an allowance for doing that. And so I caught him mowing the lawn out there. And I had to go to Walmart. I hate going to Walmart. I only go there a couple times a year because I just deplore Walmart so bad. But we found Joshua a pair of these funky pants with pumpkin smiley scary faces on it, so he wanted a pair of those. And then I found this t-shirt for $3, so I got that. The drawing prompt that week was hedgehogs, so that's my little hedgehogs. And then this was a watercolor technique that the group was doing, and you just use a Q-tip and watercolor, so that was fun. I think, yeah, see, this was the Lyra crayons, and the Lyra crayons, the more water you add to them, they will bleed through, but I love them. They're my favorite coloring medium, that and my ink tints. Let's see, then I I have days where I'm just not in the mood, so I like to do stickers. And so I took a shot of Joshua standing out in our kale patch. We have a huge kale patch because we eat lots of kale, and then we grow it for the winter because it lasts through the winter, and the deer like to eat it, so we grow it so that they'll have something. But one of the prompts was apples, I believe, and then list it, and Thursday Thunk was that day. And so I did caramel apples, and we didn't get any apples this year. We had a freak freeze last November, and it stunted all of the trees, and so we had no apples this year at all. Friday, this is just a great big sticker I printed out, and then I just put the 2 photos in there. I have this little $3 daisy like thing I got from the grocery store, and I've been keeping it with a clear tub over the top of it in the garden so that it would stay blooming, and it's still blooming. It has made it through a couple of frosts so far. And then Benny was just being a dork. So a Saturday and a Sunday. I don't do a lot on the weekends when it comes to my FauxBonichi, so they're usually weird pages. But this is a rub-on that's supposed to go onto glass I got from the Dollar Tree, and I figured out how to put it on here. Not a rub-on, you know, like a temporary tattoo. Really, Benny? Temporary tattoo-like thing, and so I figured out how to get it on there without moving my paint behind it. And then this was the sunset over the weekend. Monday we had sushi, and it's my favorite. This is actually sashimi, and it's my favorite, just favorite. This was inspired by a stamp I saw on Whippersnapper Designs. Oh my gosh, if they did digi images, I would buy them all. But they're all regular stamps, and I don't buy stamps anymore. So I just tried to copy him down on the page from one of their examples, and oh god, their stuff is so cute. If I did buy stamps, I would buy from there because they are just cute stamps. And then I got some more flowers and stuff, so that was that day. This was my 1-year FauxBonichi anniversary. October 20th is a year to the date of when I started doing the FauxBonichi, and so that was fun, and I tried to make it look like a cake. And Joshua went on his bike ride, and he saw some deer and managed to catch a photo of it on his phone, so I printed that photo out. And it was Tangle Tuesday, so we had that, and hand lettering. Oh, we're doing hand lettering this month too. So hand lettering was on Tuesday also. And then this is another one that I was inspired from Whippersnapper Designs, a stamp on there. There's more to it. I just did what I liked. Yeah. Let's see. Wednesday was the drawing prompt was candles, like my sad face on my candle. Isn't that a terrible candle? And then I changed my nail polish. I have insane amounts of nail polish. I mean, I can't count them. Probably somewhere in the 1,000 range. It's insane. So I hardly ever wear the same polish twice. But it's Halloween, so you get to wear ugly nail polish, and it's cool. So was that. And then I bought a new comforter for the cats, and of course they like the bag more than they like the comforter. So some more pictures of Joshua's bike ride. He likes to go on a bike ride, and we have this bike path that goes down by the river. And so he sent me some pictures that he took there. And Dale and I went on a date, and he brought me roses. And again, this is the last shots of the hedge out front. All of this they are going to be removing in the spring. We won't have any of that left. Yeah, and this is from Walmart. Their tape is really cheap, but there's also nothing on it. That's probably why it's really cheap. But I redid my tabletops. As you can see, they are no longer that orange icky color. And so I redid both my rolling tables, which is what this is on. And so I want to take pictures of before and after on that. And here's the hubs helping me cut it all up and stuff. And that was the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. 24th and 25th. On the 26th, Joshua went on his bike ride, and he found a caterpillar, and so took a picture of that. And thank goodness, because some days I just didn't have photos. And then Tuesday we went and had sushi again. You'll see a lot of sushi. It's my favorite. And we actually Dale was off that day for some doctor's appointments, and so we went out to lunch. Well, went and got lunch. The hand lettering prompt was this hand lettering style, and then I think that was it. This is also inspired by a stamp from Whippersnapper Designs. Their stuff is just so cute, I had to draw it. Draw It Wednesday was acorns, and so I drew acorns and leaves and stuff like that. It was also Whimsical Wednesday, and Lynn does Whimsical Wednesday, and it's just an awesome prompt day. And usually she does really deep thinking prompts, and so this Wednesday was, you know, are you anticipating Christmas shopping? What's your weather? You know, do you like cold weather? Stuff like that. So that was really fun. And then Sophie's new favorite spot is on the couch, but she only likes to lay on it if she's on my sweatshirt. And I got my November washi tape out, and another spot where the cats are, and of course the kiddo. You see a repeating pattern in my life. Yeah. These 2 pages, I won't ever do this again. I thought it would be really cool to, I wanted to use this washi tape, so I thought it'd be really cool to do backgrounds inspired by it, and then I really struggled to put stuff on top of it, so I won't be doing it again because it just was not a pleasant pages for me at all. This is October 29th and 30th, and yeah, I just, it was really hard to work over for me. I just did some lettering and I just walked around the house and took some random shots. This is my kissy face bird. We had the pellet stove going again. Some of the weird leaves on my plants, and of course Benny. And then this was just what's Joshua up that day. He made kale chips, he changed the laundry, he's wearing his Wicked pants, and of course he's playing his video games. So, and then on Friday, I just did a little collage again around the yard. We have one red rose that's hanging in there, and my little daisy is still blue, and that's what that little cover thing looks like. I almost stepped on a bunny. He likes to hang out in our backyard, and he was so close. I looked down, and it scared me because he was right next to my foot. And I got a shot of the cats together. They're almost never together, so it was really cool to see them actually together without beating each other up. We also do, this month and last month, I started doing these just miscellaneous random journaling prompts. They're just tucked in. There's no particular day. And a completely random prompt that day was, what's your favorite family recipe? And so it was seafood tetrazzini, so I'm making that tonight. Yum. And I printed these out on clear labels because I didn't like how my handwriting looked on it. So I struggled with these 2 pages. And then last day of October, Halloween. This again is one of those decals, the water transfer decals that you're supposed to put on glasses. I just put it on a page. And Dale and I went grocery shopping that day, so I just took shots of where we went, and that's how I filled the page. And then we're into November, and that's my starter page for November, and peek, and that's where we are. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this. If you did, you can always leave me a thumbs up down below. Comments, questions, suggestions always are welcome, and I try to answer them as best that I can. As always, you can find close-up shots of these in my FauxBonichi Journalers group. You should come join us. It is a blast. Didn't I do good? I didn't rant on and on about it. That's not really a rant. Yammer on about it? Anyways, yeah, so we are off to November, and I will check back with you in about a month on this. I do have a couple other videos that I'm trying to get posted, and so hopefully we'll see a few more in between that, and I will talk to you in the next video. Thanks so much, you guys. You have a wonderful day. Bye now.